David and Jonathan, why did you vote for Obama 4 years ago?
That's a good question. Go ahead.
I voted because I did not want Sarah Palin to be vice president.
That's a good answer.
And why are you voting for him tonight?
Because I don't want Romney to be president.
Straight, concise.
What Obama did accomplish for the past 4 years?
I think, first of all, I think one big thing for me was 2 Supreme Court justices that are women. I think that was a big addition. They're women. One's I'm Latin, so one's Latina, which I think is really important to represent a huge demographic in this country. That's one thing. Obviously, healthcare was another. But something that, student loans he did in his first year, which is making them cheaper for people by cutting out the middleman. I think that was it's a huge deal because a lot more people can get loans at a lower rate, and the ability to pay them off, based on what you earn. So there's a whole revamping of that system, and I think those are 2 important things. Obviously, there was the, Bin Laden, Afghanistan. I think there are a lot of smaller ones too that people forget, like equal pay for women. I think that was a huge thing. There's been a major push in the Republican Party to limit women's rights, and something as simple as that. I don't know why Romney can't give a straight answer as to why he would support them. So
he also ended the war in Iraq.
Right.
Sorry.
He did start another one.
Did start another one.
Yeah, that's true.
And he also, I think the economy was on the brink of a recession, and I think he helped stop that.
I agree with that 100%. Yeah. I mean, come on. There's only so much a person can do in 4 years with it. Our system is, our system of government doesn't allow one party to really take over. So I think it's hard to get anything done, no matter who you are. No matter who's president and who's Congress. It's just always a battle for everything.
And the partisanship in the Senate is so poisonous that they don't allow each other to have any success. They'd rather have failure for the country than success for their enemies.
That's true, because that's where a lot of things go to die. Is they're passed by the House and the Senate. They just, they die because it's 50. It's a very close split. You can filibuster, and anyway, it ends up being a mess.
What's gonna happen to America if Romney win tonight?
Cats and dogs sleeping together, all the worst parts of the Bible combined. It's
a flood, locusts.
Yes, rivers of blood. No, I think that Romney wouldn't be as. I think initially he would probably come out and try to lower taxes for the wealthy. He would try to extend the Bush tax cuts. I think he would do a few things that he promised to do. Then I think he would be more centrist than he's claiming he would be now. I don't think it would be as apocalyptic as I think some people on the left believe it would be. But I do think that if he was the president and we lose control of the Senate, or the Republicans still have control of the Senate, then I think a lot of work that's been done could be undone very quickly, and I think that would be scary. The other part is what you had said about the Supreme Court justices, is that there's going to be potentially 2 more appointed in the next 4 years, and that could really sway it towards not could sway it to the right at a time when Roe versus Wade is being reviewed again, at a time when gay rights is at the pinnacle about to be able to make national change, and that would really stop that. So that would be scary.
Yeah, there's a lot of social issues that are important in the Supreme Court.
I mean, I think either way, the president, day one, he becomes the president of the country, not the president of just one party. And so I think both these men, I believe they love their country. I believe they want to do good for their country. I just think that Obama is the person who has the better vision.
And I think the one thing that we forget too is that, just in general, that I think it takes one term for a person who's never been president before to get up to speed to being president. Playing the politics, understanding the game, who are the players, who's not, like how to get things done, and you just get going, and then you have to have you spend 3 years governing, and then 1 year half governing because you have to have an election and campaign, and then if we switch up the game again, you have to have a new person here, and this guy hasn't been in government for a long time. In terms of an executive position, he was governor a while ago, so he's going to have to come up to speed. And I just don't think that we're going to lose a lot of the things, the momentum that we've gained. You know, no one can say that things aren't improving because they are. But the question is that they're not doing it fast enough for some people. And you know, I don't think anyone could have done any better, no matter who it was, because of our system. Because I just don't. Our government doesn't do great jobs. We all know that. Like any Republican will tell you that. So I don't see why, you know, a businessman is going to actually necessarily do anything, you know, different. But I really feel that momentum is gaining, and to change the game now is I think a bad thing, a bad move for this country, and a bad move forward. It really is. I just don't see us being. And then everything you said, exactly.
Are you gonna watch the election results tonight at Rockfeller Plaza in here?
No, we're gonna watch them at a bar. And every time they say the word electoral,
I brought my flask, so I'm going to drink. I'm going to be drinking and watching here for a bit, and then I'm going to go.
Drinking game.
Yeah. So yeah, it's called the election night drinking game. You drink, and by the time you know you're drunk, so either you're happy or you drink your sorrows away. Either way, it works out.
Yeah.
So tonight in here, it's gonna be party anyway.
I agree. I think yes, good or bad. I think people will be. You know, intoxication is the key. I think.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right,
thank you.